Welcome into Unfiltered, everybody. A lot to get into today because not only are we going to get into the Eagles, the Phillies, we're going to start us off, Ricky Bo, with what team? Sixers. Silvana's got her Sixers shirt on today. I was walking through the station. Vito's got it. Dylan, Matt Menard, the whole station's rocking their Sixers gear. You and I aren't, though.
Please don't bring up Dylan wearing stuff.
Because we got Sixers basketball tonight. And the question I want to throw out to everyone right out of the gates, are you back in? Are you allowing yourself to open up your heart?
Emotional intelligence.
Open up your heart and letting the Sixers back in. Are you back in? Are you prepared to get your heart broken again?
Correct.
I will tell you, I'm 100% in. I have been 100% in for weeks now, but it feels like more and more of the fan base is coming on board. Because what else do we have, Ricky Bo?
Right now?
Let's go.
Right now?
Well, you got the Eagles.
You got the Fly Guys.
You got the Fly Guys.
Come on. No, in all honesty, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sit here and play this game that I was all in with this team because I didn't like the injuries. I didn't like what direction they were going. There was uncertainty about Paul George. There was uncertainty about Joel Embiid. Obviously, George isn't playing tonight, but Embiid will be playing tonight. And quite frankly, I watched a couple preseason games, and it kind of got me back into the flow of things. You know, you watch VJ Edgecombe. How about this guy? This guy could jump through a roof, man. He's got energy. You got Tyrese Maxey's bringing the energy. Oubre. I just think this is a team that, if they stay healthy, can definitely compete this year. Maybe it's because of a weakness in the Eastern Conference a little bit right now.
It's a big part of it.
That is a big part of it, but that doesn't matter, does it? In a long scheme of things, does that really matter? Can they get by the second round is what really matters. Am I on that page yet? No. I have to see how the season goes, how much Joel Embiid is actually playing. You know, I know he's healthy and he looks good and everything, and there's no injury report on him. That's perfect. Everything looks good, but let the eyes be the judge of that as we move forward.
Yeah, I'm there with you a little bit, but I don't even care. I know this is going to sound crazy, but talking about the second round, we got so beaten down last year with an absolute disastrous NBA season from the Sixers. I mean, it was the worst season I can remember because you came in with such high expectations. Like, during the process years, you knew the team was going to stink. You accepted that the team was going to stink. Last year, we all came in, at least a majority of the fan base did, came into the season thinking, all right, here we go. This is probably the best supporting cast that has surrounded Joel Embiid since the year they got beat by the Raptors in the playoffs in the second round. What are they going to do with Paul George and another year of Tyrese Maxey? And then the season starts and Jared McCain looks good. But Joel Embiid's health was the major issue throughout the year, and then everything just falls apart. But what I keep going back to, Ricky, Joel Embiid is only 2 seasons removed from averaging 35 points a game in the regular season, from averaging over 33 points a game against the New York Knicks in the postseason on one damn leg, and the fact that he looks healthy and he's ready to play in opening night, I am getting carried away with my mind. But I don't even care. I'm not even worried about the postseason. This isn't one of those wake me up after the second round type of things. I just want to see a competitive brand of basketball from the 76ers where they are making a run towards the playoffs, and then we'll figure it all out down the stretch. But what I love, I talked about last season being so disappointing. Did it add a chip to the shoulder of these players? Did the way last season go make them a little bit more motivated coming into this year? No expectations. People aren't necessarily believing in them. Well, Kelly Oubre, when he met with the media last week, he said that exact thing. Listen to Oubre.
I think we're all just locked in, man. We all have that chip on our shoulder and those voices in the back of our head about the disappointment from last year. So it's just going out there, winning, but playing the right way and creating that identity, like you said, each and every night.
You buying it?
Yeah, I think I do. I mean, are you buying it? Last year was an absolute disaster. You don't think they have a bad taste in their mouth from the season last year? You don't think all 95 guys that played on the team last year have a bad taste in their mouth? How about the guys that were injured last year? I mean, Maxey was injured. George was injured. Embiid was injured. Everybody and their brother was injured. McCain. I mean, You can't go up and down a lineup and be injured all season and expect to do good things. Yes, it left a bad taste in the fan base's mouth. Obviously, we were watching that team and just saying, just lose the rest of the games. I mean, let's be serious.
Yeah, it got to that point.
You were almost praying they didn't make the playoffs at the end of the year, so we didn't have to put ourselves through that mess because it was a mess. But this could be different. I mean, I guess what's happening to me right now is I'm rewinding myself back to before last year. Does that make sense to you? I'm taking it before last year and pretending it never happened.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have to flush it, but at the same,
use that. If you use that, I'm walking
flush
out of
it.
here.
Who said flush it? Is it
the whole Phillies?
That was Rob Thompson
constantly.
Flush it. Jalen Hurts talks about flushing it too. Speaking of flushing it, you all right today?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh my gosh,
You better off today than you've been the last 2 days.
Is he not the meanest guy in the world? I hope you get it.
I would just save any personal information from here on out.
Yeah, you got to be careful what you tell me. All right, so yeah, I'm being honest. Be careful what you tell me because I assume that it's for air purposes. I'm looking at the odds. 76ers to make the playoffs this year. Do you think the odds are better or worse?
To make the playoffs.
Just to make it.
They're better.
Yeah, they're a minus 210 to make the playoffs.
Yeah, that's in.
Yeah.
I mean, think about this. Think about how bad they were, and they got eliminated in the last week of the season last year. The last like 4 or 5 games of the season.
Because that's the
way it's set up for the NBA. Everybody
That's the play-in. I think this team will be one of the top 6 teams in the Eastern Conference. I don't even think they're going to be in the play-in. I'm going out. They're going to make it. They're going to be in the top 6, maybe even in the top 4, because like you said, Ricky, to start the show, when you look around the Eastern Conference, there is no real powerhouse. I mean, the closest thing to the powerhouse would be the Cavs, but the Cavaliers, they still don't instill fear in me. And let's be honest here, and I know these are big ifs, but if Embiid, Paul George, and let's throw Jared McCain in there too, all get healthy, and they play to what they're capable of playing. And now you've added VJ Edgecombe, and you've added the I'm drawing a blank on his name now. Quentin Grimes from last season. When you have that backcourt, this team can compete with anybody. It's all about health with this team. Like, we're not looking at the 76ers and being like, yeah, they're not good enough to compete with the Cavs or the Knicks or the Magic or the Hawks. No, they are good enough if they stay healthy. And right now, everybody appears, knock on wood, we heard from Brian Windhorst yesterday of ESPN, they look like the healthiest team in terms of their big stars. And it all starts tonight in Boston against the Celtics. So here's what we're going to do today. Tom McGinnis.
Get excited.
Yes, that Tom McGinnis will be joining us at 3:45 to break everything down for your 76ers. He's the voice of the 76ers right here on 97.5 The Fanatic. So we're going to start out talking Sixers. Then we got to do some Eagles talk because Herm Edwards joined Middays with Marks today. He said something about A.J. Brown that as much as I respect Herm Edwards, Miracle at the Meadowlands, all that, could not disagree with him more on the A.J. Brown comments he made today. And we also got to get into the Phillies, Ricky, because now that the World Series is set, and we know it's going to be the Blue Jays versus the Dodgers, and enough time has been removed since we all had our hearts broken in the divisional series, I want to look at some off-season questions for the Phils. Because this whole Bryce Harper potentially getting traded is actually picking up steam, Ricky Bo. Yep. And I don't know where it's coming from. So we got a lot of things we have to get into today. And on top of all of that, it's What Movie Wednesday today. What Movie Wednesday? I will tell you about that coming up, what the prizes are. Because not only do we have the 4 normal prizes that we give out on What Movie Wednesday, we're adding a grand prize today. A grand prize, Ricky. So we got 5 winners for What Movie Wednesday, and because we are getting close to Halloween, we're doing horror movies. All right, horror movies today. So coming up, I will tell you what the prizes are for What Movie Wednesday, and we're going to keep it with the Sixers early because I want to hear from you. Are you back in with the 76ers? Hit us up on the text board, 610-632-0975. You can send your voice memos to that same number. Are you back in on the Sixers? And as we talk about, hey, they got a chip on their shoulder. I just played that clip of Kelly Oubre. I loved this comment from Joel Embiid last week. We'll get into that coming up next as well. This is Unfiltered on Sixers opening night. 97.5 The Fanatic, NBC Sports.